Let me tell you about a boy who was so poor that he had to leave school at just 9 years old. He worked in a little shop, running errands, cleaning floors, even babysitting, just to earn a few coins. Nobody believed he would ever achieve anything. But years later, that same boy built one of the biggest companies in the world. His story is proof that success isn't about money or education. It's about mindset, belief, and refusing to give up. He was born in a small farming village in Japan. His family lived in a tiny house with very little money. At just 9 years old, he dropped out of school to help his parents survive. Every morning before the sun rose, he was already awake. He cleaned his employer's shop, carried loads, and looked after the children of the owner. Life was tough, but he never complained. He simply did what had to be done. Years passed, and eventually he found work at an electricity company. This is where everything changed. While most workers did their jobs and went home, this young man grew fascinated by the new technology around him. Light bulbs, sockets, electricity. At night, when others slept, he would tinker, experiment, and try to learn. One evening, after months of work, he created an improved version of a light socket. Excited, he ran to show his boss, but his boss wasn't impressed. He told him flat out, "This will never work." Imagine that moment. He had put his heart into it, and it was rejected instantly. Most people would have stopped right there. But he didn't. He believed in his idea more than anyone else did. At 22, he made a bold decision. He quit his stable job and started his own tiny manufacturing business. He had no degree, no real money, no investors, just belief. In his small house, he and his wife worked day and night, making light sockets by hand. They went door to door, store to store, trying to sell them. But shopkeepers shook their heads. No one wanted to take the risk. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. No orders, bills piled up. He sold his furniture, borrowed money, and still kept going. Every morning, even when he wanted to give up, he forced himself to try again. Until one day, when he was at the edge of bankruptcy, everything changed. Out of nowhere, his first big order came in, 1,000 pieces. For him, it was like the universe finally said, "Yes, you've earned it." That one order lit the fire that grew into a global empire. Today, more than 100 years later, his company employs over 250,000 people. Its annual sales, over $65 billion. You know it today as Panasonic, and the man behind it all, Konosuke Matsushita, a boy who never finished school, who started with nothing, who was told this will never work. His story teaches us something powerful. Success is not about money, education, or luck. It is about belief. It's about staying in the fight when others give up. It's about surviving long enough to see your miracle arrive. So if you're struggling right now, if doors keep closing on you, remember Matsushita. Remember the boy who had nothing but a dream and the courage to keep going. Your miracle might be just one more day away. Don't quit before it arrives. Because sometimes the difference between failure and success is simply the courage to never give up.